right here, just saying, oh, I'm sorry. She ain't say she's sorry she did the car, but she talking about she's sorry, and she kept coming to my house. She left and came back to my house.
That's not true.
She was calling me from 100 different phones. She was spamming me, but she was, whatever they call this app, they fifing. She called me from some of my contacts. I think they're my contact, and they're not my contact.
Ms. Anderson, the defendant is a former boyfriend of yours.
Yes.
How long were you together?
Just 3 months.
And there came a point when the defendant needed a car, and this was while you were dating.
Yes.
You said you had a brother in the car business. He went to your brother's lot, and through your brother, he bought a car.
Yes.
For how much, sir, and when?
$5,300 altogether.
And did you buy it directly from him?
I did.
So he got the commission on the sale of the car.
Yes, it's his shop, yes.
And what model, make?
09 Jeep Liberty.
Did you pay cash for it, or did you take out a loan?
Cash.
And you had the car for a period of time, and the transmission went.
That's correct.
How much after you purchased the car?
Not even a month, about a month.
And you were still dating the plaintiff, so you had no more money, according to the plaintiff, and she took out a personal loan for you to get a new transmission for the car.
That's correct.
And the loan was for how much?
The loan was for $4,500.
And that's what she's suing for, because the two of you are no longer an item. You were together for 3 months, you broke up, and she's annoyed that you were driving around in a car where she paid for the transmission and you were no longer a couple. You broke up with her over the phone. Is that right?
That's correct.
You say
I'm scared of her.
Your response is that you were dating, you liked him.
I did.
And if I were in your position, I would have felt terrible if the man that I was dating and liked bought a car from my brother at my suggestion from his dealership, and within a month of buying that car, it died with a bad transmission. I'm just telling you, common sense, decency would suggest I would feel sort of responsible. So my question is, did you tell your brother that the car he sold to your boyfriend got a bad transmission?
No.
Why not?
Because it wasn't the transmission that was bad.
What was it?
It was a clutch or something.
Who cares what it was?
Well, no.
Who cares what it was, whether it was a clutch that made it undrivable or the transmission?
No, it was drivable.
But dangerous. Are you trying to tell me that you didn't call your brother and say to him at some point, hey, you know, you sold my boyfriend a car and he's having trouble with it? Are you telling me you didn't call your brother?
No. When we got to the transmission part, he wanted to up his claim for the car to sue my brother for the transmission. The transmission didn't come in place at that time.
Are you telling me, Ms. Anderson, that he sued your brother in another court?
Yes.
And what happened to that case?
It wasn't for the transmission. It was
What?
for the extra warranty I paid on the car.
Oh, just a minute. So you paid her brother extra money for a warranty on the car?
That he didn't warranty, right.
Okay. And that's what you sued him for?
Correct.
Were you successful in that case?
I was.
And how much did you get?
$250. I ain't get anything yet.
But you were successful in getting $250 from
Correct.
him. Okay. Now, I want you to tell me the circumstances, where you were exactly when you agreed to pay for this new transmission.
I was at home, Your Honor.
At whose home? Your home?
My home.
Tell me about it.
We had just got home from Indiana. We went to Indiana.
In this car?
No.
In what car?
My SUV.
Okay. You drove to Indiana together for how many days?
Just for 2. We went to a wedding.
Okay. And you came home and?
We came home and we picked his car up from the shop. Mm-hmm. So he picked it up, and the person that he got the car that he picked up from said that he might
Just a second. Did you go with him to pick up the car? Somebody
No.
had to drive him to pick up his car.
No, he lived down the street.
Oh, so he walked to pick up his car.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't tell me what the person who we picked the car up from said.
Okay.
Okay, so you came home from vacation. He walked down to pick up his car. He came back to your house and?
No, he went back to his house.
And?
And Damon called me and said that he was taking his car to Continental because it was recommended that he needed a new transmission.
Okay.
So he called me and said that he only qualified for a $500 loan, and could I see if I qualified for the loan? Mm-hmm. And I told him that I didn't want to put another loan in my name unless it was going to be paid by him. So He asked me, and I said, okay, let me try. And it did qualify me for $4,500. But the transmission place needed an extra $300, and I told him, well, I could just give you $250 from out my bank account.
When was it that you had conversations with your brother, with him, about the transmission?
We never did.
So you never had a conversation with your brother about the transmission?
Not at all. My brother don't even know about he didn't know about the transmission.
You mean he bought a car for $5,300 and he needed a $4,500 transmission, and he never called the person who sold him this lemon, even though he was related to his girlfriend?
No, Judge.
That's really hard to believe.
No, Judge, he never
lying.
called him.
Shh, just a second.
She's totally lying.
Oh, I absolutely believe that she's totally a liar. I absolutely believe that. There's no question in my mind that you would have called the person who sold you this car if you had to spend exactly what you paid for it to fix it within a month. There's no question that you called. And you had a warranty, and he didn't honor it, so you had to sue him.
Correct. She actually drove me to the place to get my vehicle when we got back from Indiana. The reason why we got back from Indiana, she acted a fool in Indiana. She was cursing, belligerent, drunk, and all that. And that made me not want to be with her once we got back. So when we got back, she took me to the transmission place to get the transmission. She followed me down there, and the people told me right then and there.
You don't tell me what the people told you.
They told me how much it would
Judge.
cost me. She was there with me, and they gave us both a price, and that's when I found out I didn't have enough credit to get it, and she did hers right then and there in front of them.
Okay.
I do.
May I see it, please?
Your Honor,
Just
I was
don't
not
say
there.
don't say anything. I just want to see the paperwork.
Well, that's the original. That's just a copy because it was distorted.
I would like to see a copy of the loan papers. Okay, Miss Anderson, what you want me to believe that it's just serendipitous that you took out the loan on the same day that he took the car in to be repaired?
No, the car went repaired at the beginning of July.
No? Promised July 31st.
No, that's what it went in for, the transmission on that day.
I'm talking about the transmission, madam.
It's two different car shops. When we got back from Indiana, he picked it up for the clutch.
Just a second. I'm talking about the $4,700 for the transmission.
Yes.
You took out the loan the exact same day that he brought the car in for the transmission.
Yes.
Okay. So let's get it clear. That was in July. When did the two of you separate?
He picked the car up that Saturday, and that Wednesday we separated.
Not true, Your Honor.
Did he make any payments on this loan?
Yes.
Tell me when.
He made a payment on August 2nd. And
How much?
For $110.
Okay. Did you pay her $110 on August 2nd?
And August 9th.
And what did you give her the $110 for on
Yeah.
August 2nd and August 9th?
Because we were together at that time, and I told her we said we're gonna pay it off together.
Oh, just a second. So on August 2nd, you gave her $110, and on August 9th, you gave her another $110.
That's correct.
And the loan repayment was $200 and some odd a month. And tell me when you broke up.
August 22nd, because I paid another payment on August 18th.
So you made 3 payments on the loan.
That's correct.
Okay, so if you made 3 payments on the loan, Mr. Billingsley, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make a giant leap of faith here. Once you pay for it, you sort of acknowledge that it was a loan. Then you stopped paying. You're going to tell me that you stopped paying because you vandalized your car.
That's correct.
Okay, so now I want you to tell me when and under what circumstances, because now we're finished with you. Now he's got a counterclaim, and his counterclaim is that you got furious with him because he broke up with you, and you tried to go over to his house. You went over to his house?
Yes.
Because he wasn't answering the phone. You went over to his house, and that was on what date?
That was August 22nd.
And he says, on that date, you vandalized the car, making it really undrivable, not just because the tires were punctured, but because it was spray painted. Now, I'm going to take a look at the pictures of the car spray painted, and then, Mr. Billingsley, you're going to tell me the circumstances surrounding the vandalizing of your car.
Sure will.
Your Honor, after you're done...
Don't speak. Miss Anderson, you have to understand where it's at now. Right now, I've determined, based upon his testimony, that there was indeed a loan for $4,500, and that he was paying back the loan at the rate of about $210 a month. Paid it 3 times, actually, in August, so he acknowledges the loan. His defense to that is that you destroyed his property. Do you understand?
I understand.
Okay, so right now, I have found in your favor, and the only mitigating factor would be is if I find that you vandalized his car, you may not get an award. Do you understand?
I understand.
Great, now I'm going to see that. You understand that I
do.
find that you owe her, let's say minimally $4,000. You paid off some, but let's say you owe her $4,000.
Yes.
Right? Okay, well, this is nasty. This is painted on the car, right? These pictures of flat tires. Okay, now I'd like you to tell me, sir, there's no question that the person who did this was angry with you.
Yes, she was.
Now, I want you to connect the dots for me. This happened on the 22nd
Correct.
of August.
Correct.
And you had already broken up with her.
That's correct.
And tell me what happened when she came to your house.
She came to my house
Approximately what time?
in between about 5 or 6 p.m.
Okay.
And she kept saying she wanted to talk to me, and I told her I didn't want to talk right then. I needed space. She don't understand space. So I didn't go outside with her because she's kind of loony, and she had a little knife in her hand. She was standing at my door. So I called the police at that time.
You have a police report?
I do.
I'd like to see it.
That's the original, and they blew it up right there. Yeah.
Do you remember the police coming to the house?
No.
No. Okay.
She had left before the police got there.
Okay, but the police were called on that date. Criminal mischief, he reported on that date that his ex-girlfriend displayed a knife in a threatening manner, did spray paint his car, did also damage his tire. She also made threatening texts and calls, domestic paperwork, and a warrant card issued. Did you know that a warrant card was issued for you?
No, it wasn't a warrant card. It was just a court date.
When is it?
We already had it. It was October.
What happened?
It was a temporary order of protection to February.
Do you have to go back to court in February?
Yes.
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 So this matter is still pending.
Order protection, yes.
Well, this is sort of problematic for me. You have to make a determination. Since this is not a criminal proceeding, you have to make a determination whether you want to testify before me or not today, because he will be hearing what you have to say. It's recorded, and it will be able to be played for the judge who's hearing the application for the final order of protection. Do you understand?
Yes.
So you have to make a determination as to whether or not you want to speak today.
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Happened on the night of the 22nd, sir.
Okay, she came to my house. Like I said, why I called the cops.
You
because
called the police. You saw her. You got frightened. You called the police.
I was looking out my window,
Yes.
and I didn't know why she pulled up to my car, but I seen her pull her red truck up to my black truck, and she was standing there by my car. And only reason I knew she did something because I heard the big loud psst. I said, oh, and this heifer done stabbed my tire. And I called the police again, but they didn't get there in time. She jumped in her truck and pulled off, sped off. So I run outside then, because I was scared of her. I ain't gonna lie, she crazy. So I go outside after that. That's when I noticed she wrote on the car too. I say, oh, she all the way crazy.
Okay. Now I'll hear, there's no question you acknowledge you went to his house on the 22nd because you acknowledge you went to his house on the 22nd. There's no question he didn't answer the door to let you in because you wanted to speak to him. And there's also no question that his car didn't look like this when he parked it. Now, you want to tell me what happened with his car?
Oh, I don't know what happened to his car. I figured that he probably did it. I would never have put cheater on there. I didn't even think he cheated on me. I didn't puncture his car. This is the first time I even seen them pictures of that car. He never sent me a picture. He never did anything.
I don't care whether you sent a picture or not. The same day that this happened, he called the police and he gave a narrative to the police. And he said, you came to his house, you knocked on the door, you were acting irreverently, and that you damaged his car. He made a police report, and he may not have seen you spray painted, but I'm not going to draw a conclusion that somebody else spray painted his car on the 22nd when you were furious with him.
He had a problem with his neighbor. This could have been an episode of Fear Thy Neighbor. Who knows? But Your Honor, he stated that I came to his house, which is true, at between 5 or 6. The police report got 10-something that night. If you heard your tire pop, why would you call the police at 10-something that night? 10-something that night, I'm already at home to go to work.
She contradicting herself, Your Honor, because I got voicemail to her right here just saying, I'm sorry. She ain't say she's sorry she did the car, but she talking about she's sorry, and she kept coming to my house. She left and came back to my house.
That's not true.
Shh. You have something in writing from her?
Not in writing, it was all voicemail. She was calling me from 100 different phones. She was spamming me, but she was, whatever they call this app, they fifing. She called me from some of my contacts. I think they're my contact, and they're not my contact.
Okay. Did you ever have any text message from her or anything else after this incident,
No.
Mr. Billingsley?
She wouldn't text, she would just call on different...
Just call?
Different phones.
Did she ever
I had to change my phone number, Your Honor.
Did she ever acknowledge in any of those phone calls that she vandalized your car?
She did not. She's smart.
No, don't tell me. She never acknowledged that you vandalized your car?
No, she didn't. She just kept saying, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But, Your Honor, I got a text message from him for Thanksgiving that he texts me on his new phone stating that he loved me.
And?
If you changed your number because you're scared of me or I'm harassing you, why would you text me on Thanksgiving? You're not supposed to have any contact with me.
That was probably the same neighbor she said that did car.
You're not supposed to have any contact with him.
Right.
Shh. Shh. Mr. Billingsley, what happened? You got lonely on Thanksgiving?
No.
What happened?
I only eat turkey.
What happened? Did you text her?
No, I did not.
You did not.
She got problems, I'm telling you.
I'm asking you a question.
No.
She said you texted her on Thanksgiving that you loved her. I'm just curious. Did you do that?
I did not.
Can I see it?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have an estimate, sir, of what it will take to fix your car?
I do.
May I see it, please? I don't know who this is. Take it back.
It got his
What is
name
this?
on it.
That's the estimate.
What is this? Is the
I
estimate.
can't have my name on it.
Okay.
Your Honor, his car got totaled out.
Just a second. You had insurance.
I did.
Just a second.
Thank God.
And the insurance paid for your car, which they declared totaled.
That's correct.
And you had a $500 deductible.
That's correct.
And that's what your counterclaim is for.
That's correct. Plus, to make me whole, to make my car, to get it back to where it was $2,000 extra after the insurance paid me what they gave me.
I don't care about that, sir.
Okay.
You understand. You're not here to make money. Your insurance paid for it.
I'm here to make it whole.
Just a second. You are whole. You settled with your insurance company for an amount certain. How much did they pay? Look at me. How much did they pay you?
$5,100.
Yeah. So the loan was $4,500. Sarah, let's do the math here, please. $4,500. He made 3 payments of $110 each. $330. $4,170 less $500. Sarah.
$36.70.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $36.70. Counterclaim is dismissed. Thank you very much.
I heard that, psst, and I knew that she stabbed my tires, and then she took off in her car like a bat out of hell.
I didn't puncture his tires.
I was looking at her out the window.
He didn't watch me do it.
Just stay away from her. Please, stay away.
No more loans.
There's a loan with no written agreement, which we see a lot of. People don't realize that the payment on that, the subsequent payment on that loan for however many dollars, $100 here, $100 there, towards the loan can be taken by you and by us as evidence in the court of the loan. It's sort of, if it was a gift, what are you paying her back for?
Right.
So sort of common sense and filling in between the lines.
That's the law.
Yeah, is that you're allowed to use that as evidence that a loan did exist, even though there's an absence of the written agreement.
So it's always smart to have a written agreement. Absent that, if you made a payment, like he did 3 times, he acknowledged that it was, in fact, a loan. He just wanted a write-off. And but for the fact that he had received money from his insurance company for $5,000, which is what it'll cost to fix the car, to repaint it, I would have nullified the loan because it would have been almost a wash. But he was compensated. He's not here to make money.
Yeah.
All right. Nah, this is one of those cases where I'm like, what are you doing taking out a loan for a man you dated for 3 months? Seriously. So let me get this straight. You meet this guy. You date for a few months. He buys a car through your brother. The car breaks down almost immediately. And then you go take out a $4,500 loan in your own name to fix his transmission? Nah, that right there was the first bad decision. And I'm not even trying to be harsh, but seriously, 3 months is not husband behavior. 3 months is not let me risk my credit for you territory. That is way too fast. Now, here's the part where I actually agree with her. He started paying her back. Not once, not twice, 3 times. So all that it was a gift talk. Come on, bro. If it was really a gift, why are you making payments on it? That's what killed his whole defense for me. The second you start paying somebody back, you're basically admitting, yeah, this was a loan. And the judge caught that immediately. Now, let's talk about the breakup drama. Because this thing went from messy to full-on toxic. He breaks up with her. She goes to his house because he's not answering. He says she had a little knife in her hand. He says she was acting crazy. Then somehow his tire gets punctured. The car gets spray painted. And cheater is written on it. Now I'm going to be honest. Do I know for a fact she did it? No. But does it look bad? Absolutely. Because the timing is just too perfect. Same night. Same anger. Same breakup. Same house. And then magically the car gets vandalized. Come on now. That's a hard sell. And I think the judge felt the same way. But even then, and this is the important part, even if she did vandalize the car, that still doesn't erase the loan. That's what some people don't get. You don't get to say, well, now I'm mad. Well, now the relationship is over. Well, now she's crazy. Okay, and you still borrowed the money. Debt doesn't disappear because the romance dies. That's real life. Now, on his side, I also think he was trying a little too hard to play innocent. Because if you were so scared, so done, so over it, why is there still weird communication later? Why is there still all this back and forth? This whole relationship sounds exhausting. And honestly, both of them made bad decisions. She moved way too fast with money. He tried to act like payments didn't mean anything. Then, both sides dragged all this emotion into something that should have stayed simple. You borrowed money. Pay it back. That's it. And I actually liked the judge's logic here. She didn't get distracted by all the chaos. She looked at the facts. Loan happened. Payments happened. Insurance already covered his car loss. So no, he's not about to double dip and make money in court. That part, I fully agree with. Final opinion, she was wrong for trusting too fast. He was wrong for pretending the loan wasn't real. And this whole mess is exactly why you do not mix fresh relationships with big money. Seriously, 3 months in, and y'all are already doing car loans, breakups, police reports, vandalism claims, restraining order drama. That is insane. This wasn't love. This was bad judgment moving at high speed. Final take. Judge got it right. Not perfect people. Not a clean situation. But legally, he owed that money. If you want more real reactions like this, subscribe and stay locked in. Because these cases are not just drama. They are straight up lessons on what not to do.